Hello everybody, welcome to today's Minecraft video. Today, I will be showing you how to make a 2x2 seamless glass piston door. And what that means is, it's a 2x2 piston door, but the door is made of glass. But when the door is in the open state or the closed state, you cannot see the pistons. And so, this design was made by me after watching a video where Mumbo Jumbo had made one in the Java edition. And if you haven't heard of Mumbo Jumbo, he's a really great Minecraft Java edition redstone YouTuber. So if you want to make cool Java edition contraptions, or at least check out cool ones, not all of them have tutorials, but he has a good amount of tutorials. I will link his channel in the description. But yeah, I saw the 2x2 seamless glass piston door and I'm like, I wonder, is that possible in Minecraft Bedrock Edition? And it turns out it is. So I built this so I can bring it to you. See, no pistons are visible, just the glass. I click it again, everything opens up, glass is taken away, and it's gone. So let's get into the building now.
Flight path BE.
To build this, you'll need a plot of land, at least 18 by 14 blocks, as I have here. What we need is one wooden button. I'm sure stone button would work too, but I have not tried it with that. You can experiment with that, but be prepared for it to break. And then a block of redstone, 2 hoppers, 2 droppers, glass or glass pane, 4 of them in any color, doesn't really matter. And then you want the material that your entrance room is made out of, at least 4 of them. And 4 normal pistons, 6 comparators, 14 slabs, you can choose what kind they are, 16 sticky pistons, 18 redstone torches, 32 redstone repeaters, a lot of redstone dust, and a lot of choice blocks that you will be putting your redstone on. And so the first thing that we're going to want to do is make the T flip-flop. It uses pistons pushing a redstone block in a circle at fairly precise timings. That way it will end up in one position after one time and a different position after another. And as you can probably tell by all this flying around that I'm doing, that I have not memorized this design, even though I have made it a pretty good amount. You can rearrange this thing slightly as long as you get all the timings to align. And that is probably the most important thing about this design. Of course, it's really the most important thing of most redstone contraptions. So now we're going to put our repeaters here. If I'm not mistaken, there should be one set of 4 ticks there. So one set of 4 ticks there. And then We have another one set of 4 ticks here, and one set of 2 ticks here. And then we put redstone dust in the rest of these areas. And then we put our redstone block here, and now we have a functional T flip-flop. The next thing you're going to want to do is set up some slabs, just a small slab staircase going up to where our system is going to be our pulse extender. And you're going to want to use a lot of your slabs here. That was 8 slabs, so yeah, most of them were just used. And you need a 4 comparator pulse extender laid out basically like this, with redstone dust at either end. And the reason I'm using slabs here is because the signal can go up to trigger the pulse extender, but it cannot come down, lengthening the signal, breaking the T flip-flop. And then from here we're going to want to run a short wire, and also set up some dropper hopper systems, one here facing outwards and one here facing upwards. We put our hopper on top and hopper on the side, and then now we are done with the droppers and hoppers, and we're also done with redstone blocks and the pistons. And out of here we're gonna send 2 comparators with 3 tick repeaters from them, and so one will go there and one will go there. That way they can measure the hoppers to check if there is an item, and then you can put an item of your choosing into each area. You will have that all set up. And as you can see, we get a pulse from alternating locations with each push. Now we're going to want to set up our piston layout for our sticky pistons. They should be here. Let me go check. I do not want you guys to build it differently from this one, because that may require a complete modification to the wiring. And I'm glad that I checked, because that piston has to go up here. And so we're actually need 3 sets of pistons, although that we will not be using a triple piston extender. And then we can get out our glass or glass pane, both work. And then gonna put our room material here, and then put some more glass here. I'm gonna put more piston, and then we'll put the rest of our sticky pistons here. Now we have to set up our systems for opening and closing this area. And now we are going to put torches all along here, and we actually do not want those there for now. Let's actually keep these here, because We don't want them being pushed all over the place. That could cause some serious issues. Well, I don't know about serious issues, but personally I would like it to look fairly normal and not have the things also well, they're going to be moved in and out of this location anyway, so let's go ahead and put in these sticky pistons and not break that block. That block is pretty important. But I mean, it's not like it's gonna break the circuit simply by breaking the block, because we can always place it back. And taking it off should not break anything, theoretically. And now we set up the wiring for this piece of the circuit. And it looks like this. And we do redstone along the outside because these two have to activate at the same time. So this is actually the opening sequence. And so we put those there. And then we mirror it over here. We cannot copy it because that will result in a disaster because the timings are completely different. And I'm sorry if this is going to probably be my longest redstone tutorial, but it's my longest redstone tutorial for largest contraption I've done a tutorial on, so I'm sure you can understand why it is so long. And then next, and so as you can see, I am hooking up torches here. That way everything can be powered from below. And then now we are going to just set up similar torch setups here. And this is using a different torch setup method because I was trying to compact this contraption, so it uses different methods here. That way I can run our circuit underneath the other one and have it be wired without interfering with the rest of the design. And if you're wondering why I am doing this area in such a steppy method, it is because the torches here will attempt to power the dust if it's raised up anymore, and that really breaks the circuitry. It doesn't break the circuitry, but it, like when you're testing, it really messes a lot of stuff up. Now we can begin to hook these up. Put a repeater set to 1 tick there. And we're going to put some redstone just along here and then all along here. And from there, we are going to do a bit of an incline where we are bringing it up and over to the pulse extenders and T flip-flop area. that way it is all hooked up the way it's supposed to. Next, we will run a wire down here where it will then split off to go to the two different locations on the two sides. And we will put some more redstone dust all along here. If I'm not mistaken, there's a repeater set to 1 tick here. From there, we're going to put a block there with torch. Just so you know, this is a quick revision. These are supposed to be here. I put it 1 block too far over because the torch needs to be able to power this circuitry over here, and now we're going to run it over to the other side with a pulse 4 blocks down this, and then there should be a repeater just after this torch in the one direction, not the other direction, because it has nothing to do with this little area at the moment. And then it will run our signal all the way down to here, where we put another torch here and run redstone dust all the way down. Now, what we're going to have to do is lay out some dust here and then put a repeater here. If I'm not mistaken, it should be set to 1 tick. Yep. And then here it will split with 1 path going in this direction, going up and over to go and power our pistons up here. And then for going down, we will put a block here that will also be powered by the fact that this block is powered. Wait, no. Do not think it actually goes there. No, it actually will go over here because it is being powered by this signal. And then we put a torch here. Well, torch here, dust there. And then from there, we will run a signal down to where we will have our other pistons, our other sticky pistons, and this will not make use of any delay. That way our timings on both the top and the bottom are identical, and then after that, if I have remembered everything, you should have a fully functional design, but clearly I have not remembered everything because there needs to be a torch here. Let's move our glass over here and then put our button down here, or you can run a wire out to the button hooked up via repeater, as I had over on the demonstration one. And then now it is all closed up, and we click it again and everything will open up. And from there you can decorate it to be whatever you want it to fit into. That way you can have a glass piston door with no pistons visible when it's either closed or open, so that when it's closed they have no idea it's a piston door. When it's open they have no idea that it's glass or even a piston door in the first place. And if you built this, have fun using this to show off to your friends or whatever you'd end up deciding to do with it. And if you didn't build it again, so if you didn't build it and you regret not having built it, feel free to watch the video again. And however, if you didn't build it and don't plan on building it, then so be it. You at least got to see this cool little contraption. Well, not really little. I hope you enjoyed. Flight Path PE says goodbye.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And please remember to like and subscribe.